to admit, when I first stepped into this room, I was half asleep. I was kind of cranky. I was in a really bad mood. But, after all of these speeches, I'm thoroughly awake and really thoroughly inspired, and I think that I'm going to change my speech and actually first thank, all my fellow acceptees who came before me, because honestly, they really showed me that one person can do a lot, and I really feel like I didn't do a lot at all. And it's really quite an honor. Along with that, I'm going to thank the Rotary Club, my advisor, and club teacher advisor, who currently isn't here, Miss Simmons, but it's okay. I'm also going to thank my parents, my mom who is here. Oh, there's Miss Simmons. Yes, I thank her. Yes, and so now I'll begin my speech. If one was to ask me who really influenced me, I think at first instinct I would say my family. My mom used to be a journalist/reporter, and her spirit really encouraged me. It's really contagious, and since I was really young, I would interview some of our local body political leaders, our mayor, House of Representatives, the senators, and this kind of experience led me to first volunteer at some political campaigns when I was kind of small. Then when I was a little older, they let me do some phone banking. So during political campaigns, you've got one of those really annoying phone calls. I think one of them might have been from me, because that's what I was doing. But after those first experiences, it was inspirational, because all the people there were all volunteers, and it was just amazing how these small group of volunteers could do so much in political campaigns, which kind of guide us all, since we all live in the same area under the same government. And later on, my father, my mother, and my grandparents, who all did some medical related fields, influenced me to volunteer at the Robert Wood Hospital. And my job wasn't that complicated. I just stood at the door and I greeted people as they came in and kind of showed people where the bathrooms were. It wasn't anything really particularly engaging. But I think that when I was there, I was the one who dealt with the patients, but I saw firsthand the doctors who dealt firsthand with the patients, and things like that. It makes you feel there really is something that I can do personally in the world, which is why I really want to go into medicine in the future. But I prefaced all of this by saying, this is what I would say my family influenced me on instinct, because when I look back, it's not necessarily my family, but I think it's these events themselves that influenced me to further volunteer, because it's this kind of positive feedback that really keeps you going. And so later on in my school, as Ms. Simmons would know, I founded and am currently the president of our Red Cross Club. And that was something I wanted to do since I stepped foot into our school, and it was something that I really wanted to do for myself, not necessarily for my parents or for my grandparents. It started out as just me and a couple of friends, 6 people. We got it approved, and then later on, we moved on to get it chartered, which means that now, thank God, it's a school-approved club, which means that after I graduate, it's the school's responsibility to keep it going. And it also means that as long as the academy as a school exists, there's going to be a permanent place where people can do good things, can volunteer their time. So, for example, last year, I gathered a group of fellow volunteers, around 12 people, and we went over to a local daycare center, and we taught little kids fire safety. And it was just such a rewarding experience, and I think I'll close my speech by saying that the one thing that I've learned about myself, and hopefully, I'm sure all of my fellow acceptees have learned about themselves, is that regardless of what you want to do in the future, you really have to do something that you want to do, not what other people want you to do, because only that way can you do it for a long period of time, can you feel true feedback from it. It's kind of like riding a bike, your parents can only push you so far, and after which you really have to start pedaling yourself. And the best sorts of endurance to pedal yourself is really something that you like to do from the heart, kind of thing. And it's kind of corny, it's kind of like a really archaic saying, but the kind of the whole follow your heart thing, it's something that all this volunteering has really shown me. Thank you very much.